Fight is over, ladies and gentlemen. What a close fight. That third round is very hard to score. Same with the second round. I don't know what the scorecard is going to be here, Fu.
Dude, Silva's just eating those shots, man. He just hands down, just taking shots.
He's talking at Adesanya as he's punching him. Tell me that isn't one of the most badass things you've ever seen in your life.
Silva's a fucking G. I swear. What a gangster.
And that's him off the steroids. We are too lucky. We are too lucky. Great sign of sportsmanship between both of them in the cage after. God. I just can't wait for these scorecards here. These are going to be interesting. Because MMA judges, I mean, you boxing fans think you guys got it bad. Just wait.
This is going to be rough.
This
is going to be rough.
And you know what? I really wish we had another 2 rounds of this, man. I really wish we would. Because I think we would get a more of a decisive winner if we had another 2 rounds.
I think split decision for Stylebender.
I don't know, man. Anderson might have won that last round, too. And here's the thing. Like, you can make a legit argument, and I'm not going to scoff at it, that Adesanya won all 3 rounds. You know, like, that's the funny part here with this fight is that, look, the second round, ultimately a very close ring round. Same with the third. The first round was the closest. I mean, not the closest, but the most definitive. That was a clear Adesanya round.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a 30-27 scorecard for Adesanya, a 29-28 scorecard for Anderson Silva, and a third scorecard out of nowhere that we have no idea what it's going to be. Like, it's going to be all over the place. Hold on, as scorecards are being read.
Anderson Silva showing you there's still plenty of fight left in the...
Oh, as my thing froze up, really.
All right, one final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Israel the Last Stylebender.
Again, I'm not saying it's 2:30, 27 scorecards. I wasn't expecting that. That 2 judges saw all 3 rounds for Israel Adesanya. I don't necessarily see that, but I don't necessarily feel like this is the wrong man getting the scorecard. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those very close fights, and I think it's good that we got this fight. I hope that the critics, Jason, I know you're out there listening somewhere, I hope you're not too critical of this matchup now in hindsight, because it was absolutely impressive. Let's hear the post-fight interview of Adesanya.
Artist in the world, but the man of the hour, folks, the last Stylebender, Israel Adesanya. I know this was a fight week not without its challenges, but in the end, the story is the same, 16-0. Congratulations on a huge win, my man.
Fuck, what up? This is crazy. This is like for a kid just to play. You know, if I'm playing basketball, to play against Michael Jordan, this is it for me. You know, you guys all play EA Sports. I do this shit for real, and I do it against the best. So, fuck what you mean, you know. But yeah, crazy week. You know, I showed up to work. A lot of people didn't, and even though it's out of their hands. You know, sometimes it's not in their control. But hey,
all the Whittaker fans.
So I showed up, and Anderson. Thank you. Obrigado, my friend. You've been doing this for a long time, and I appreciate you. You know? Hey, Rob, heal up quick. Kelvin, put that belt down. Seriously.
Oh, shit.
Whatever happens next, shut your fucking mouth. What you gonna do when I run wild on you? Now, I love you guys.
Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Israel Adesanya.
He said, shut your fucking mouth. What you gonna do when I run wild on you? I love this kid.
And Kelvin, put the belt down.
Mixed martial arts royalty.
Oh, Anderson.
The Spider Silva. These fans love you so
GOAT
much.
status.
We were all witness to your greatness yet again tonight. Your thoughts on
Oh,
what just
man.
transpired?
That was great. Did Santi call in? Do we have any callers?
Hold on. I want to hear Anderson's.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm very happy, guys.
I'm very happy.
I need to say thank you,
It's
God.
normal.
Thank you for giving one more chance for coming here and do my best. And I love my job, you know. I know it's tough. This game is tough. The old fighters in that category is amazing guys, is stronger. But, you know, this is my heart. This is my life. I continue to fight because this is my heart. Thank you. Thank you for every single person come to here today. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you.
After
We
this
love you,
effort
Anderson.
tonight in
We love you. Hold on.
people are going to want to see you fight again. Any insight into your fighting future?
Is he done?
I don't know, but I try to fight in Curitiba, my city, and I go back training and back to see my family, and maybe I fight in Curitiba.
You are a legend.
Yeah, I want to see one more fight with Anderson Silva. Definitely. Let's get some phone calls. 323-870-4051. Press 1 to get in the queue. Absolutely impressive performances, especially from Gervonta Davis. I mean, first round knockout. That's what he's supposed to do with a short notice tune-up fight that's a 122-pounder. So he did exactly what I want him to do. He looked impressive doing it. Israel Adesanya had a much tougher fight with Anderson Silva, I think, than a lot of people expected, including me. But I think ultimately that might be the best thing for him was this moment where he really had to, sort of sharpen his iron against another person's iron. But let's, like I said, move on to callers. 323-870-4051. Press 1 to get in the queue. If you are international, not email me. You can do that. You can do the old way. Or just add Mixed Combat Radio on Skype. But like I said, let's go out to Santiago in L.A. Santiago, how you doing?
Doing good, dude. Wish I could have seen Adesanya Silva myself, but I didn't buy the pay-per-view, and I had my attention to the boxing card. But glad to hear that it was a good fight. Kudos to Adesanya on the win, and on Silva showing that even now he still has a bit of skill to make it to the end of the rounds, and hopefully I'll get to see him fight again before he calls it a career. So kudos to both men putting on good performances and showing what they have, and what else is there to say, really? Gervonta did what he was supposed to do. He compoed Ruiz and left him bloody and everything, too. So it's just kind of like, at this point, he's had 2 gimme fights, with Cuellar and Ruiz. He has to take a noteworthy fight. Otherwise, what's the point in trying to watch him fight at this point? We're expecting him to win at this point.
I agree. Have you been watching the DAZN card at all? Just curious. Have you watched the Machado and Ray Vargas fights?
No, I've mostly been watching the Showtime cards. I caught the Erickson Lubin card. I saw bits and pieces of the DAZN action early on, but as soon as the Showtime stream popped up, I just switched over to that.
Well, I don't have anything really to ask you, Santi. Is that all you want to talk about, or all you want to discuss?
Hey, Santi.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, what's up, Fu?
Hey, have you looked at anything on Machado? I saw some stuff roll through saying that he was having some trouble. Oh, he got a knockout. Okay, cool. Tony just put it in there. So who do you think Tank's going to fight next? Like at 130? Do you think he's going to take on a belt holder and actually step up and have that big fight, or you think he's going to continue to try to keep, I don't know, fighting these gimme fights? I don't know. He's 20-something fights into his career. Like, do you think he's going to start stepping up later this year?
I think he should, and he showed that he has in the past when he took on Pedraza for the IBF belts. You've got Farmer, who holds the WBO belt. You've got Machado, who's got the other WBA belt. Lord knows that they actually made that fight just because it's the same fucking belt. And then, you've got Miguel Berchelt. You've got good talent and good fighters at 130 to make good fights with. And those fights are winnable fights, too, for Davis. I definitely would favor him against Farmer. Definitely think that he would give Berchelt some good work. And I think his toughest fight probably would be with Machado just because of the size difference and reach and height and everything. So there's some good fights to make. For me, he doesn't have any reason not to make these fights happen. He's got a guy like Mayweather, his promoter, so you can make these fights, barring the personal issues between the promoter and the fighter at this point. So that's what I think should happen next, because again, if he takes another gimme fight, what's the point at this point? That we know he's going to win at that point.
Damn,
Yeah.
Machado got knocked out? Really?
Dude, that's what they're saying.
Wow, I need to go see that then because he was winning last time because I maybe saw the fight till around 5-ish, I guess. But damn, if that's true, whew, the Machado hype train is derailed.
It's derailed for sure.
Like guy that moved up from 126. Santi, any other thoughts? Any other discussions you want to have?
No, that's about it. I'll look into what happened with Alberto Machado, and I'll post the results on the chat.
Yeah, thank you, Santi. Have a good night, man. Damn, Machado got knocked out. That's not a good look, man. That was not a big piece for Golden Boy, but that was one of their few pieces they had. But digressing, what an impressive night for Gervonta Davis. Because, again, that's what exactly you're supposed to do against somebody of that caliber. Israel Adesanya, a much tougher fight than I think he or most of us expected, but he did look absolutely, I think, impressive in the end. Anderson Silva, I think, also impressed us in some fashion. Hope you guys enjoyed the fights tonight. We'll be back later tomorrow with, I think, boxing banter and our review of all boxing content as well. Boxing Banter is our Patreon-only show, patreon.com/Mixed Combat Radio. And then we'll be on, I think, after that or before that with our free on YouTube show and review all of the boxing content, including the DAZN card, including obviously the full PBC card on Showtime, including Erickson Lubin defeating Ishe Smith via vicious destruction in like 3 rounds. I'm gonna eat some crow on that one, that's for sure.
I was thinking that when I heard the result tonight.
Hey, I'm. It's one of those moments. I am very happy I was wrong. I'm extremely happy I was wrong. But digressing, you can find me at Matt Hunter MCR all platforms. Have a great night. Stay safe. Fugatti, final thoughts. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Fugatti _MCR. Great fights. Tank did what he was supposed to do, like you said, first round KO. Now we need to see him step up, get some bigger fights, and Adesanya, I mean, unanimous decision over Silva in his 5th fight in the UFC. How can you be upset about it?
Absolutely agree. Like I said, have a great night. Hit the like button, share the show on your way out. If it's on podcast form, drop that 5-star review and over to patreon.com /Mixed Combat Radio. Peace.